All right, another way to create particles is to create emitter. So we go particle, create emitter, and we have a few types right here. Omni, okay. Particles, wait. We have a few times omni, directional, and volume. Where's my surface emitter? Okay, emit from watch. Okay. So omni is just they being emitted from a point. Create. It's being emitted from point in all directions. All right. I can change it. I can change it in my attribute editor. I can go. I don't have to redo it again. I just go to my attribute editor. You have emitter 1, and here you can say directional, for example, and it only emits in one direction. You determine it. It's right here. See direction X, distance, attributes. You can direct it. You can say, I want it to emit up in Y. It will go up. That's it. You can spread it a little. You can adjust the speed. This is similar to all the particles, the speed. And the next one will be volume. Volume is basically what it does. It creates that primitive, which can be, if you scroll down here, you have a volume emitter attribute. You scroll down, you see cube, sphere, cylinder, cone, torus. So, and you can scale it regularly. So you say, okay, I want it wide a bit. That's what it does. So it can be sphere. Go back to a regular scale. 1.
So that's the shape that they shoot out?
Yes, it's a primitive shape, basically. Sometimes in the sphere, for example, I have a volume sweep, so you can, let me zoom in. You see? I can change the radius of that sphere. So it's only me that direction, as you can see. It's right here, volume sweep. And what's that, cylinder, same thing. I also have torus also. And there's section radius as well, with torus. Okay. So let's go back to, now there's also surface and curve. Those are very convenient ones. We use them a lot. And for example, if you have, well, I'll just use a cone, for example. We can also tweak it a little, just so you can see how it works. Just make, model something, some shape, irregular one. So now we select that thing and we say, let's delete that polygon, that face. Now we go to particles, emit from object, and instead of, if you select omni, it will, let me show you. Okay, let's keep omni, right? It's by default, it's omni. So what it does, let's lower the, we go to, where's that emitter? Okay, we select emitter. Everybody's following? Yeah, we'll lower the particle rate because there's too many for Omni. Because Omni, what it does, it emits from every point here particles. We can see actually if the history still works. It doesn't. Never mind. But let me show you on the. I'll disable this one. I'll make it rate 0, and I'll show you just. I'll make one cube. Emit from that cube. Particles emit from object, and by default it was Omni, as you can see on the channel box. See what happens? It shoots on every corner, every point on the surface shoots for particles, and this every corner has a particle rate of 100. So there's 100 particles, 100 points emitted per second, not per frame, per second, per time. Now, if you want to change it, and if you want to particles be emitted from surface, from polygons basically, then you go and change it to surface. And then now, oh, I disabled it. I give it a rate of 200, let's say. Now it's emitted from all over the surface in every direction. Can we see that? Should I change the colors? You see the difference? Now it's being emitted from the surface, not only from every vertex, from every point, like it was when it does with Omni. So you change the settings here. You go to the attribute editor, and it's like emitter type, surface. There's another type called curve. What it does, it emits from curve. We draw a curve. Same thing. Let's disable put the 0 here. Or we just can disable it somewhere. And now we create, go particles, create emitter. No, emit from surface, sorry. Particles, emit from object, and we choose curve. Create. Here what we get. Our particles being emitted from that curve. Same thing. If you change it to you still can change it to Omni. If you select under that, you see on the curve, the emitter. Whenever you emit from object, a curve, your emitter will be thrown underneath, will be parented underneath your object. So if you want to choose your emitter, you open that, and you click emitter. So right now we work on that curve, and that's our emitter. And if we select it, emitter type, instead of curve, we click Omni. Look what happens. Particles being emitted from points on curve. So let me show you. Edit points. Control vertices. Right now, that's where our particles are being emitted from. Just like an object emitter, when you select Omni, that's about same thing. It's being emitted from a point. All right. Okay, let's keep it curve. Okay, max. Let's check. Okay, speed. Basic emission speed attributes. Go faster. You add speed. You see they shoot. We create a speed. Speed random. Tangent speed is surface tangent, so it will be shoot like according to the tangents of these things. According to the points, and then that's the speed. All right, let's do another emitter. Particle, create emitter, and make it volume, just to show a minimum, minimum maximum. So instead we'll do it volume. Distance, what is that? Not volume, Omni, sorry. You go to click Omni, and then here you have a minimum distance and maximum distance. So the minimum, you see it's not being emitted from the point, but around that point. So if you click minimum, it's been created, the particle's been created everywhere around between 0 and 5.4 or 5. As you can see, they start from here. From this is the middle point, and this. So you can see they start from around 5.5 units away. That's the minimum maximum distance. Let's do volume control. So we go volume, and then this is like vortex field volumes. You have a long axis, a round axis, so you can play with that. You see long shoots up, around axis, twist them a little. Random direction, directional speed, and the direction is determined here. So if we change that, and then let's put it in Y, we'll shoot up. So we have directional speed right here. That's a volume control, volume speed attributes. So you see, as you see, you can see there's lots of options just starting the meter.